All right, I wanted to go over the trading from last night. If we recall here, I left off about I left the stream about sometime around here, and I was explaining how this demand zone here would be tapped into if it was still bullish. If it was still bullish. Otherwise, I thought it was going to crash. Of course, if it's still bearish, it's going to crash, right? But it did break this pattern upwards. So usually when it breaks these type of patterns, it'll reach to the origin of the pattern. So at least here, let's just say here, whatever. Um, the 1 hour was, I guess the structure itself was bearish, but this candle right here, like I said on the stream, don't sell this candle because that would be pretty stupid. Because sometimes you get lost on the lower time frames and you really get hypnotized with these movements and you just start contradicting yourself. Trading is really like schizophrenic or whatever. Like if you go back, a lot of your choices, like like I'm about to buy. Oh shit, think I'm gonna sell. Oh, think I'm gonna buy. But that's just the way it is. These candles move up and down. So again, yeah, don't sell. This was clearly a buy. I didn't set a limit. I wish I did, but so again, I left off around like around here, and okay, yeah, it started to push when I got off. Right, okay, and it started to come back down. So it tapped, kind of broke this supply. Like I said, it came into this fair value gap, so it filled this price here. This fair value gap got filled. Just change that to whatever. All right, it's just a light zone. This fair value gap got filled. So then it came back down and finally came into the zone I highlighted on the live stream. Some of you guys may have taken it right there. I'm probably want to back up, but let me see. You could have set a limit. Like I said, I didn't set a limit though. I usually don't set limits. But like I said, I should have set a limit because once it got here, yeah, this reaction here, aggressive entry would have been right here, pretty aggressive, just if you trust this zone. Because again, that 1 hour, if you look at that 1 hour wick, it's just too obvious. So here we had the engulfing, this bullish engulfing retest. But yeah, that 1 hour wick wasn't to be sold. So if you think about it, you should be looking for buys. If you're looking for buys, if you're going to enter on lower time frame, then look for demand zones, good ones. This was a good one because I had a fair value gap. And like I said, you can enter here. Best entry was here. I usually go for 1 to 3. Um, or I take most profits at 1 to 3. It just depends how how the trade's looking, how the market's doing. Or if that wasn't enough, you could get in here. When this breaks this candle, which would probably get you in somewhere around here, whatever, realistically. Stop below here. That's a 6 pip stop. So, you've put a lot on that. That's like $60, or you put average $10 a pip value, that would be $60. And, if you do a 1 to 3, of course, that's 180 on a $10 pip value. So that's $180 in about here. So it's 5 o'clock. You got into the trade at 4:42. So you tripled your money in what's that, 26 minutes. But not only that, if you were live and you were paying attention to the trades or the charts, you probably would have gotten greedy. Maybe I would say take at least 75% of profit here at least. But then because it was bullish, look what happened. Look how this zone that I highlighted, look how it held. Look at this. So a 6 pip stop, you're already at like a 1 and 9. See how much further it went. All right, let me put it on like 2 minutes. This is slow. All right, so it hit the supply zone, and it still wanted to defy. You go a lot of sellers here. Pretty much a lot of SMC supply and demand traders sold here. Fair value gap. This candle break here probably would have got in right here. Realistically, if you're caught up in the heat of the market, even though, like I said, that 1 hour is bullish, a lot of people still sold here because that's just the way we work in the market. We're trying to get profit, so you do shit like that. So you would have put your stop there, and as soon as you sold it, it reversed on you, started to reverse, or looked like it was going to reverse, and you got stopped out if you sold it. But anyone who entered the buy at this level, you would have held it, and I would have placed my stop here and then here beneath these demand zones as it rose. So just trail the remaining portion of your position, because it broke the supply here. So let's see how far it went. Okay, bam. Look at that. Okay, let me use this. It went all the way up. It went all the way up to the supply zone here. You got this whole up movement here would just constitute a supply zone. Look at that, beautiful. If somebody had this highlighted this zone, then you made some good money on this move too. But as far as the original buy, if you did hold to that zone, you got a 1 to 27. Now, of course, it wouldn't have been a 127 because you took partials. But just saying, look how far these precision trades, lower time frame supply and demand zones, look how far they can go. So that was a good setup. Hit that supply, crashed. Then it kind of acted real sporadic. I'm not sure if there was news. I didn't check the fundamentals today. Sometimes I just don't check them. I don't feel like it. I'm just like 75, 80% technical trader personally. And I believe it started to stagnate here. But that sell, somebody, you probably would have TP'd anyway with your limit. So be out. And it just got sporadic and crashed again. And so, yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Studying price action, supply and demand zones, pattern breaks. We had that 1 hour engulfing wick, or it was just a 1 hour engulf, or 1 hour wick. I'm sorry. Then you had a 1 hour engulfing here. So, and it's still selling, like I said on the stream. Yeah, I said it would come up to here. Yeah, this is the zone I had pointed out actually on one of the streams a couple of days ago. Actually, I pointed this zone out. I think it was like 2 days ago. And look, hit that zone and crash. Like I said, it's bearish and it's retracing it until it can continue higher. Like I think it's coming down here at least, but it could come all the way down to these lows. I don't know. So yeah, anyway, that was a recap of that trade study from last night. Worked out pretty well if you entered to buy. Peace.